It's Tuesday, April 23rd. I'm Jasmine Anderson. Today, we should find out what was in those chemical drums most recently unearthed at Bethpage Community Park. Here's what the site looked like yesterday. Tests done on the first 6 drums revealed they contained waste oil and possible carcinogens. A total of 16 have been pulled out of the ground. The park used to be the former site of Grumman Aerospace. The land was donated to the town in 1962 without disclosure of the contamination. More testimony is expected today as Donald Trump's hush money trial continues. Yesterday, during opening statements, prosecutors said the former president tried to corrupt the 2016 election, while defense attorneys claim Trump was innocent and has nothing to do with the alleged $130,000 in hush money payments made to adult film star Stormy Daniels. Following opening statements, David Pecker, National Enquirer's former publisher and friend of Trump, took the stand. Outside of court, the former president argued he shouldn't be on trial at all.
This is a case where you pay a lawyer who's a lawyer, and they call it a legal expense. That's the exact term they used, legal expense, in the books.
Also today, prosecutors are expected to argue that Trump should be held in contempt of court for allegedly violating a gag order by posting comments about the case on social media. To read the latest on the trial on Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. U.S. News and World Report is out with its new rankings of the best high schools in the nation. Macy Egland and Newsday reporter Don Zoe look at which schools made the grade.
Newsday's education reporter Don Zoe is breaking down this list for us. So which Long Island schools made it on the top 1,000 list?
It's Jericho again, as in the past few years.
Okay.
And so this year Jericho is ranked 114th out of nearly 18,000 public schools across the country.
They consistently make the list, we know that. What other schools on Long Island are among the top?
What follows Jericho this year is Garden City High School, Manhasset Secondary School, Great Neck South, and Syosset.
Okay, what is the U.S. News and World Report looking into when they're making this top 1,000 best schools list? What's the criteria?
So they're looking at 6 factors, including the graduation rates, proficiency in math and reading, and also they look at underserved student performance and a few other factors.
Jericho, once again, among the top of Long Island schools. Were there any other surprises on this list? Any differences that you noticed this year?
Right, so there are 2 schools that made into this year's list. They are Southside High School in Rockville Center and Locust Valley High School. They were not, in the last year's list.
So some new additions. That's great to hear. Awesome. Thank you, Don.
Congratulations to all the schools. You can read more about the Long Island high school rankings. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box on our homepage. Nassau County can borrow nearly $10 million to outfit cops with new cars. The Nassau Interim Finance Authority, the state board that oversees county finances, says Nassau can use the money for public safety vehicles. However, NIFA rejected a proposal to borrow more than $800,000 to buy other vehicles for the county.
Newsday Sports is brought to you by King O'Rourke Automotive Group.
The Knicks scored a big comeback victory against the Sixers. Newsday's Knicks beat writer Steve Popper takes a look.
The Knicks with a wild win here at Madison Square Garden, take a 2-0 lead in the series, and I'm not sure I can even explain to you how it happened. Left for dead, really down 5, 27 seconds left. Jalen Brunson can't make a shot all night really in the series so far. Comes up with a bounces in a 3-pointer, a steal, another 3-pointer, and suddenly this is a win and it's a 2-0 lead. I guess the good you take out of this is that you're up 2-0. You haven't gotten the Jalen Brunson game yet. You had an 8 for 26 game in game 1, 8 for 29 shooting tonight. But they've had the ability to survive thanks to other guys picking up the pieces. Josh Hart, 19 points in the first half today, played all 48 minutes in the game. Dante DiVincenzo, who was on the bench in the fourth quarter in the game 1, comes up with the huge shot at the end here, 19 points. And they just seem to get something from a little bit of something from everyone. After the game was over, I think they couldn't really describe what happened either. I'm not sure the people who are out on 7th and 8th Avenue can describe what they saw. I do know this, Joel Embiid said after the game that he felt we should be up 2-0 and we're the better team. So he's confident. So we'll see. The series now shifts to Philadelphia for Game 3 on Thursday. I would think some rest for Josh Hart and the team until then, and we'll see where we go from there. This is Steve Popper for Newsday.
Steve, thank you. Read more about the Knicks on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. To hockey, where the Islanders may be skating on thin ice. They were up 3-0 against Carolina, but the Hurricanes stormed back to take the 5-3 win. The Isles are now down 2-0. They're back at UBS Arena Thursday night. And the Jets are trading Zach Wilson to the Denver Broncos. A source tells Newsday the team will also pay part of the quarterback's $5.5 million salary. Earlier this year, the Jets signed veteran QB Tyrod Taylor. A Long Island boy with autism is using a popular toy as a tool to express himself. As Virginia Huey reports, it's all about the Legos. It's a story you'll see only in Newsday.
Wings. I think they go right here.
When it comes to Lego, the sky's the limit for 8-year-old Luke Harmon of East Setauket.
It's really cool to see know how far I've gotten.
From planes, trains, and automobiles, as well as some notable landmarks, Luke's passion for turning Lego bricks into sculptures fills the shelves and tables of his home.
Lego is definitely is taking over, and I will say there's no other pain in the world than stepping on a Lego at night when I'm getting ready to go to bed, when I'm barefoot. But it's all worth it because he loves it.
Father and son are gearing up to share their passion for Lego by hosting Luke's Lego Camp this summer. The project has special meaning for the Harmon family because Lego turned Luke's life around.
When Luke was 3 years old, he was diagnosed with autism, specifically Asperger's under the autism spectrum. And he was reserved, he was quiet, he didn't know how to communicate.
But Dennis says Luke came out of his shell when he received his first Lego set.
When he opened it up and he put it together, and he's 3 years old, but he can't have a great conversation, or he's putting his clothes on backwards, but then throws this Lego together in 2 minutes. You're like, whoa, what happened?
Studies have shown the structured and repetitive nature of building with Lego can be calming and comforting for some autistic children. Dennis says Lego has given Luke a voice, and it's his way to connect with the world.
We definitely talk more, and he is able to socialize when he's talking about something that he's comfortable with.
Luke says Lego has taught him a lot about overcoming challenges.
Whatever you do, try your best to look around. If you have a missing piece, never give up until you find it.
Luke and his dad are hoping other children will find joy in learning with Lego. The first summer session of Luke's Lego Camp is June 19th. Children of different abilities are welcome.
It's great because it provides an opportunity with kids with special needs to communicate with kids without special needs, and they're able to work together on a common goal.
The building blocks for fostering awareness and inclusion. For Newsday TV, I'm Virginia Huey.
An incredible opportunity. To read more about this story on Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Now to weather. Let's head outside. Here's a look at Shinnecock Fishing Dock in Hampton Bays. The sun still rising in the distance, a little hazy, but it's going to be a sunny day. Checking out your hyper local forecast. Sunny today, highs in the mid-50s. We cool down as we get later in the evening. Tomorrow, expect morning showers, highs in the 60s, closer to 70. And here's a look at your futurecast. Rain starts Wednesday morning, but it dissipates by noon. No issues there. Looking at your 7-day forecast, you can see a mix of 50s and 60s, but look ahead to Monday, 70s. Gotta love that. That's your 7-day forecast.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Fire Island Ferries.
I'm Jasmine Anderson. Have a terrific Tuesday. Thank you so much for watching.